Good morning. Welcome to a film presentation about the project Class-to-Class Collaboration. Our task was to work with tablets on topics cylinder, sphere, cone, prism, pyramid, and platonic bodies. We started working on these before Christmas and we created cheat sheets which we introduced to our classmates. They also helped us to understand the bodies and prepare us for the test. The first to present their work will be the group which worked on a cone.
Hello everybody, cones, that's a topic that our group had to work on, and the first topic that we like to present. We divided the work in two parts, cheat sheet and problems.
The first part of our project, the cheat sheet, was processed by 3 members of our team. Their task was to create a document containing everything important to understand the properties and parts of the cone.
You can see all useful and necessary formulas for calculation of the surface and volume of the cone and formulas for frustum cone.
On the right side you can see the cone's net, and below that there is a picture of important parts of the frustum cone. Definition of one radius, and also we can't forget our own pictures which we described so that they contain all the sides, angles and bases.
The remaining 3 members of the team were working on the calculation of model examples that can currently be seen. The problems were given to us beforehand, and for their calculating we used information from cheat sheet and mutual communication with other classmates.
My task in this project was writing mathematical formulas and theories like volume, surface, and methods of solving the problems. Our work is simply a manual which would help students and pupils with their homework. Our document, named Sphere and its Parts, is useful for everyone who needs help in this field.
My task was to take photo of the spheres and then I uploaded them to OneDrive.
My contribution to the project was editing photos, uploading them, as well as solving the given problems.
I found information about the spheres and uploaded it to OneDrive.
I helped with taking photos and editing them in SketchUp.
My task was to solve given problems.
Our tasks were platonic objects. It was a very interesting theme for us. Our working group consisted of 5 members, each of them working on separate tasks which will be now presented.
I was the leader of the group, and my job was to guard the work of the group. I adjusted things that we shared on the web. If there was a problem, it was my job to fix it.
My task was to create a definition that would be clear and simple. I was also looking into history and gradual steps that led to the formation and clarification of the Platonic bodies.
My task was to clarify and calculate Platon's objects. Then I have to find out when the objects belongs among Platon's objects and write down an equation which defines Platon's objects.
I made all documentation. My task was also to edit photos to show a detailed view of all the Platonic objects.
In our project, I helped with uploading material to OneDrive. I also edited the final version of our outcome.
My job was to solve problems and upload material to OneDrive.
In our team, I created our own problem for classmates and their task was to solve it.
In our project, I solved problems using cheat sheets created by other members of our group.
The team we chose were cylinders. It was kind of a difficult team, but our group was well organized and that is why we made it. Each of us did something and now individual members of our group are going to show you our work.
Hi, my name is Richard and my task was to transfer information to the electronic form. I found out information about equilateral cylinder, his formulas for calculating surface and volume.
I'm Dominika and my job was to maintain the functioning of our group. I also took care about electronic design of our photos.
Photos which were taken via tablet, described and modified. I, Dominik, was in charge of taking, describing and editing them. I was also responsible for design of our cheat sheet, its simplicity and clarity.
Good morning, my name is Frank and my job was solving the problems, which could help our schoolmates to understand our topic and prepare for tests. I was working with my schoolmate Martin.
We solved problems, took photos and shared them in OneDrive. We used only information included in our cheat sheet to make sure our problems are solved.
I really like our teamwork since everyone in the group contributed with different aspects. I took photos of solids, worked with application Sketch and edit photos to OneDrive.
I took photos, worked with Microsoft Word and tried to modify the final version.
I was drawing a picture describing a cylinder and I also helped with the overall design. I was looking for some additional information.
During our project, I was helping my teammates with concrete problems as solving roller surface of bottom base, capacity and others.
In our project, I was solving a few examples together with my teammates. It included solving surface, volume and everything else.
With my teammates, we are working on cylinder and my job was solving problems and creating our own one.
In our group, I edited the text and drew arrows in pictures. I consider this a teamwork since everybody participated.
My part in the project involved taking photos and editing the text. I also searched formulas.
In our group, I solved the problems and found information about pyramid.
In our group, I was taking photos of the objects. Using the tablets, I edited the photos taken by my colleagues. Afterwards, I uploaded the outcome to OneDrive.
I was the leader of our group and I was telling the others what to do. Except the organization, I also approved the outcomes.
In our project, I edited a final page view and also wrote about tetrahedron.
Our team consisted of 6 members and we had a project about pyramids. This project had 2 parts, and now you can see the first one.
This is a cheat sheet which we have created for our classmates. Cheat sheet shows everything from patterns to photos of various kinds of pyramids and their structures.
We divided the pyramids into vertical, oblique and regular and sideways. Furthermore, we divided pyramids according to their bases. We always wrote out the formula for the volume and surface area, the pyramids of both types.
We have used tablets to edit and describe all photos and pictures. We described pyramid and truncated pyramid, its sides, bases and angles. We have also taken photos of a cube which can be divided into 3 equal pyramids. On the left you can see the structure of pyramid.
Our next task was solving model problems while using information from cheat sheet. Every problem was different and it was counting in different way. These problems helped us to prepare for the test.
Our last task was to create up with our own problem. Now you can listen to it and try to figure it out.
There, near the Sahara, the sun throws rays on the pyramid. Up to a height of 40 meters, the pyramid is seen to rise. Around it, a cat is chasing 2 little white mice. The little mice are losing their power, while seeing the entrance to invert their desire. The cat is too big, what a shame, though we cannot see it as its blame. Climbing the walls, gasping for breath, in rapid rush, streaking as a flash. Halfway opposite a small hall, the cat sees a big gate to the mice's stash. This is not a great window. This entrance is closed and the cat is in pesh. Suddenly lightning, thunder along the edge of the pyramid drops slow down. From the top to the base, it's 60 meters takes for the drop to flow and draw around. Poor cat, lying sadly and struggling for air. How much from mice hole to big gate was run, it wants to compare. Don't be lazy and remember that the sum of the angles of a square is 360 degrees.
When all the projects were finished, we introduced and clarified them to our classmates and to our classmates from other classes. Then we compared our cheat sheets, impressions and results. Cooperation between both classes was without problems and brought good results. And thanks to all this, we managed this project successfully.
So that was a presentation of a project class-to-class collaboration from the 3rd B and the 3rd A classes. The entire film was processed by 66 students from both classes with the cooperation of 2 teachers, Petra Černá and our leader Iva Skibova, to whom goes our special thanks for help, advice and corrections. We hope that you liked our film. Thank you for your attention. Goodbye.